It's Madden NFL 24, and this one features Christian Gonzalez, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders, just ahead on EA Sports.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've certainly found their group. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them out, a rookie who led Fresno State to a pair of 10-win seasons. 4th-round pick, it's Jake Haener.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's Achane to start the drive. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Haener looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They are going to go for it. Here's Haener. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Hurts. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that...
Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Completing it here, Marvin Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Achane gets it from the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Hayner sets to throw it. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. A run straight ahead with Achane. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Hayner looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Achane will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. 2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it. H.M. with it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Devon H.M. with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Hurts sets up to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Devon Achane with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Hurts throw into the hands of Andrews. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Here's Hurts to throw. They shakes him off. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though he threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escapes the sack. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. A 33-yarder from the left hash. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Right back to Achane on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Hainer. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Hainer. Man open, here is Jones. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First down, here's Hainer. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Throwing, Hainer. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They'll go. Achane. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In motion, the tight end. On 1st down, back to Achane. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now 2nd and 9. Again, it's Achane. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. They'll run, Achane. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Up the middle, Achane. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Devon Achane on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2. Hayner will look to throw for this. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. A short throw caught by Andrews. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Second down, here's Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On third down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. So it was a drive that had real the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He lets one go deep for Addison. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Try the right side with Mitchell. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Painter here to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs have retaken a third quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. In motion left goes Jones. The slot man in motion right. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Pass complete to Addison. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on fourth and long. In motion goes the tight end. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hayner looking to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second down throw from Hayner. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A pause here for an injured player, and this would be an important one. Von Miller in some discomfort on the field right now. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. In motion left goes a tight end. Mitchell is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Achane will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
And This is a type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Chiefs now down by a field goal, just under 2 minutes to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Here comes second down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And the Raiders have got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down on what will be a big play there on fourth and long. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. Down to the 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part one of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Hayner on 1st and 10. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Raiders, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back to their